Welcome to Squirrel Trails. I'm David.
I'm Al.
Today, we're going to be talking about a couple different things. We'll be talking about hair straighteners and how they can burn your house down.
That ought to be interesting. And why is that IT related? But we'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
The other thing we're going to talk about is the Apple walkie-talkie feature. Apple's disabled that because, you and the person you're talking to aren't the only ones involved in the conversation. Well, at least listening to the conversation.
And stay tuned to the very end of the video. We're going to talk about coding for kids. So Al, what kind of stories do we have about hair straighteners?
Well, this one I was going to say will straighten your hair, but that's just really, really bad humor. So I won't do that. They're in this story, and it comes out of Threat Post, a great article that talks about the challenges when you have a Bluetooth connection to your hair straightener. Now, first of all,
why would you have a Bluetooth hair straightener?
I haven't figured this out. I guess the idea is that you want to turn it on from your bed. You haven't gotten up yet. You want it to warm up. So you decide to do that. So you've got a Bluetooth connection to a device that can heat up to, how hot can hair straighteners get to?
Well, I've seen them where they've fried your hair off completely.
There's a vision.
Yeah. It's about as hot as coffee.
Okay. Actually, a lot hotter than coffee. According to the article, a hair straightener can get to 451 degrees, which for those of you that read a lot of books, Fahrenheit 451, the temperature at which paper burns should come to mind. The reality is that I'm not sure why anybody actually needs this, but let's say they do. They wanted it.
Okay. Yep.
So we'll just say that's there.
You can connect it to your home system.
Sure.
And then so your her devices, both of them. I think they're hers. Unless you change your name.
I know guys that do lots of stuff with their hair.
No, hers. The devices that talk to you.
Oh.
Those hers. I can't say their names because it'll turn.
Oh yeah, then we'll turn everybody else's on. Yes,
so you could tell her turn your coffee maker on,
right?
Connected by Bluetooth.
Yes.
And then turn your hair straightener on. So by the time your coffee's done, you can go drink your coffee, wake up,
okay,
and then go straighten your hair.
Okay. All right, I can buy that.
That's about the only possibility.
I wouldn't mind having something like that on my phone, so I could make sure I turn my stove. Yeah. Make sure that. Oh, can I check to see if I left my stove on when I left the house?
Actually, they do. You can get outlets that do that. That way you can preset your oven to turn off automatically for cooking roast.
So back on point.
Yes.
For something like that.
So yes, the turn. So yes, there are options.
Yes. So there's reason to do it. Turn them on, turn them off, and to set the setting. So what was found is that for a particular set of these hair dryers or hair straighteners, whenever they are,
we obviously don't use them.
Yes. So where they're going with this is that you can connect with Bluetooth and turn the setting up to as high as you want. Now, that would kind of be maybe okay as long as you knew what you were doing and you understood that you were the one that was going to connect and turn that on.
Sure, yes.
But what happens if somebody else connects to that device?
Well, it can't. It's set to your device.
Right, because of course it's a connection to the outside world, so it has to be authenticated. And we have all these pairing, just like I do on my phone, just like I do on the radio.
Yep. I connect to a device.
Right. So I have to pair it to do that.
Yep. That's how these smart devices work. You set up, open pair, they're connected.
Right. Pass the code together and away they work.
Yes. That's how everything works, right?
No.
Well, great.
So with these devices, essentially anybody with a Bluetooth transmitter can connect to the device. So whether it be a phone that they're using.
I was going to say a Bluetooth transmitter. That's like the button on your phone that says turn Bluetooth on.
Yeah, good point. Sorry. Geeky thing. But the reality is that, okay, yes, I am a geek. That would be the reality. So the,
ding. Light turned on.
Yeah. Some things we know are self-evident. But all right, we're going to get back to this. So your phone or any other device that you've got that transmits and communicates via Bluetooth. Shoot, my Fire tablet as an example. Could be used to connect to that device, that hair straightener, and turn it on. And, and set it to 451 degrees. And if it happens to be sitting around any paper, it could start a fire or burn you, or there's other bad things that can happen. Now, you wouldn't ever think that, a hairdryer could be a dangerous instrument, right?
Hair straightener, yes.
God, I will eventually get this right before this video is over, but I doubt it. So, in the United Kingdom, they had an article, and it's referenced in this threat post, that over the past several years, there's been 650,000 homes that have had fires started by these types of devices. So a hairdryer, anything that puts out that kind of heat is dangerous. You need to be careful about it.
Hair dryers are very hot too.
Jesus. I'll get this right eventually.
So Al, let's talk more about this whole pairing issue.
Okay, so pairing is really all it does is authenticates that a device, you're authorizing a device to talk to another device.
Yep.
And it does that by exchanging a code.
Okay.
That's really all pairing does.
And you turn one on saying open pairing.
Right.
Other one on saying yes, connect pairing. They connect.
They connect and it's done.
Got it. Perfect.
Yeah, it's about as clean as it gets.
So how does this relate to the hair straighteners?
Apparently from the article, it doesn't actually authenticate for pairing. It basically, when I can reach out and connect to the device without having been paired to it.
So it's always looking.
It's always looking.
So it's like Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's a good example. It's like having an unauthenticated Wi-Fi connection on your system. Yep.
It's just always saying, yes, I'm okay to.
Yeah. Come talk to me, come talk to me, come talk to me.
Yes.
It's like that bad person at the party.
Maybe they don't know what actual pairing is, or what I mean.
That's actually a very good thought. Is
it actually a Wi-Fi connection versus a Bluetooth connection?
Oh, we're going to hope it's Bluetooth. Well, the article says it's Bluetooth, because if it's Wi-Fi, then you can connect a whole lot further.
Again, yes.
Because that's actually one of the things that makes this probably less of an issue. I want to get to that is that Bluetooth only connects to about 20 meters, not very far.
So. How many feet?
33 feet.
For us Americans.
So the 33 feet is essentially how far you can connect. So the reality is somebody either has to be in your house with you to do this. Make sure you haven't ticked off any of your siblings.
Or close neighbors.
Or close neighbors. And if your close neighbor is hanging by your windows, you have other issues.
Very true. Very true.
But, that doesn't mean that somebody couldn't be fairly malicious, because you could actually get a cell phone extender.
Or a Bluetooth extender.
Bluetooth extender, thank you. So you can do this. You can extend almost any kind of communication, but let's just recognize that all screwed up.
So it's an open concept. So
right.
the hair straightener is just always saying, yes, I'm here.
Yes, I'm here.
Tell me to do something.
Tell me to do something. So that's highly efficient.
Is there an app?
Yes, there's a...
So there is one, I'm assuming there's an app.
Wait, let me check.
Let's go find out. So, yes, there is an app.
Yes, the expectation is the device is going to talk to an app.
Okay.
Now that would imply that it's actually knows how to communicate with that app.
And only the app.
And only that app.
It's not
authenticating. Or
the user.
I have the app on my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
So
if you are a girl sorority, think about how many hair straighteners you could turn on at once.
Okay, I'm not going to go there because that'll get me in trouble. Right, I'm just going to say there are electrical code requirements. So, but anyway, the issue here is, and we'll kind of keep it short and wrap this up, is that when designers are creating devices, and when you're buying devices, you kind of want to make sure they're secure. And what are the dangers associated to those?
Well, how do you know it's secure as a buyer?
That's a whole nother conversation. You really want to light me up on that one now?
Okay. So, if you want to find out how to be a conscious buyer, when it comes to buying devices, let us know.
Yeah, we'll run into that one because there is a conversation, but that's a lot longer than I really have any time for as a part of this one.
Maybe check out a video on our Facebook page.
Yeah. Okay. So on this one, that's really the key with this one. Make sure you know what you're doing, but more importantly, push back with work with manufacturers that are pulling these things together, and that's probably the biggest challenge.
Okay, so let's get this straight. But it changed.
Oh, that hurts.
So the hair straightener connects to any device that has the app that wants it. There is no authentication.
Right.
And you can turn the hair straightener as high as you want it to light paper on fire.
Yes, absolutely. Although you could actually mess with somebody by turning it off.
Oh, that's it. They always talk about the dangers.
Yeah, so there's an opportunity for humor here.
There's a lot of humor in this.
Mess with your housemates.
Oh, it's a joke device. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay, so with that, if you want to look more into it, there's an article down below. So click that link. Or make a funny comment down below too. So Al, what kind of story do you have?
So this one's also at a threat post, and this is on the Apple walkie-talkie.
Okay.
The function within the Apple Watch. Apple's had to turn off the walkie-talkie function on the app because it was being hacked, for lack of a better word.
They've had some issues.
Yes, they have, but it's an electronic device. These things happen.
Everybody has issues.
Yeah, not everybody thinks about security.
True.
Let me rephrase that. Everybody is trying to hack into systems these days. So, yeah, constant pressure. Reality in this case is that the walkie-talkie function on the phone is really kind of cool. You could actually just press a button and connect to somebody and have that conversation with them without actually dialing them on the cell phone.
So it became a Sprint.
It essentially became Sprint and Nextel for those of you that go back that far, or Dick Tracy's Com for those of you that go back to my age. All 6 of you. So it was a really cool function and very popular in some areas. It's really good for families, and construction sites are really big on this. Yeah, construction's big on construction sites and such.
Truck drivers.
Yep. So all these things are kind of good things, but let's talk about how it got hacked.
Okay.
So is the walkie-talkie function the only thing on your phone that communicates with voice? No. Right.
No.
So you got all sorts of things on your phone to do that. So in this case,
apps.
Lots of apps. Let's talk about Facebook.
Okay.
So Facebook has a group talk function. Works similarly, and what was happening is that you could, as a hacker, connect with that communication link without actually having the person you're calling say, yes, I want to answer.
So let's create a scenario. So you're the hacker.
Okay.
I'm having a group chat through Facebook using their app. And you guys are the group that I'm talking to.
All right.
I also have a walkie-talkie to talk with other friends.
Correct.
Okay. So how does this, so I'm I'm your friend.
Okay.
So we're using the walkie-talkie back and forth, right?
So you and I are having a conversation on the walkie-talkie.
Yes, and I'm having a group chat with them.
And you're having a group chat with them. Now, somebody on the group chat connects to, in this case, maybe connecting a new group chat to you.
Okay.
Because you don't know what's on. So this is the real key function with this. It's not like you're having an ongoing conversation with group chat.
Okay.
This is where a third party connects to you and you don't know that they've connected to you.
Okay.
So in this situation, you're talking with, say, your wife on the walkie-talkie. And I, being a hacker, know that you've got Facebook's group function within there. And so I initiate a call to you in a way that the phone, your smartwatch, automatically answers it. You don't know that it's connected.
It doesn't even show.
Doesn't show anything. Just it's connected to you.
Great.
There's probably an additional connection someplace on this, but that's really what was going on. Is that so I could listen to you And part of the reason for this is because, well, let's think about, you've given software permission to connect into things.
I guess the single I've given permission one time 10 years ago when I installed the app
to talk
to listen
right on
my device
for whatever I'm on. Yes. So this goes to authentication kind of stuff and authorization. So you've told that this app can listen to you. Now you're expecting that that's only going to be when you know they're doing it and you've connected. In this case, no, that's not the way it works.
Great.
So that's true, and that's true of a lot of software that running apps. Is that when you provide access to it and say, yes, I can the device can collect my location address, my camera, my voice,
my media files, my
settings, personal data.
So essentially, I buy a device, I pay for it, but everybody can also use it.
That you said they could use it.
Yeah.
But not how they're going to use it.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of conversations that go into privacy settings, that goes into privacy statements, usage. All this stuff kind of comes in mind when you do this. And that really reflects the challenge of devices like phones and Apple Watch, and et cetera, because, to be honest, when you've given authorization for it to do something, that's now available all the time for that application. So anybody that can hack that application can misuse that same function, and that's what was happening here.
So, but they've fixed it. Well,
they have fixed it. They fixed it, and the new change will be rolling out here pretty quick.
Perfect.
So they do know how they've done that. So that's great. But it is one of those things to think about. When you're using devices, think about what else is going on in that device.
Exactly.
Hence the reason has been sold at my office. I do live in a dark place and am possibly considered the company paranoid.
So if you would like to learn more about this Apple Watch issue, there's a link below as well. Enjoy that. And if you have a funny story to add to that, also put a comment down below.
Or something else you'd like for us to talk to related to these kind of communications.
Definitely. So let's talk about our third piece, kids coding.
That's a lot more fun.
Yes.
I get to talk about my grandchild.
We're gonna lighten the mood up here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be creating a new weekly video here in our channel.
And the focus of that is going to be what?
The focus is going to be me and my daughter actually coding. So I'm going to help her learn to code.
She's going to learn COBOL?
Not Cobalt. Well, Python.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's not going to learn a programming language that essentially isn't used anymore except on the mainframes.
Yeah, why not?
But in this case, we're going to be walking her through Scratch Junior.
Okay, yep.
She is a young child. This gets into the... it fits right into her age group category. And the reason we're doing this is, to be honest, she was going to have a class on Scratch through her local community.
Yes.
Through the college, through her school here.
College? No.
College, yes. Local community college, no.
So she's going into second grade, and this summer they were supposed to have the summer courses that you could pay for. So we paid for her to go through to learn how to code using Scratch.
And so you paid them the money, and what happened?
Paid the money, and found out last week that she was the only one that signed up.
So that says a couple of things.
Out of the entire area.
Entire school district.
We figured it'd be fine. Great, they're offering it. The high school has a robotics team.
Yes, and actually there's middle school courses as well.
Yes, and so, but yet they don't, the kids are about the age of, between the age of 5 and, 6, and I think it's 10. Not enough, she was the only one that signed up. But there is the high school ones are going there. So they're going, but not the younger ones. So we decided to still offer the course to her, but we will be the teachers.
And the benefit from this is, I mean, one, we get her to do this. Two, love to be involved with this kind of stuff.
Yep.
And there's a ton of material out there related to Scratch and Scratch Junior. She's at the upper age for Scratch Junior. As we look at Scratch Junior, it's a very nice way of getting kids started and almost in a tactile way, looking at the programming classes and developing this, and it rolls then right into Scratch, which is a great way for older kids to learn, and in all honesty, young adults. Anybody really to code.
And it's not necessarily how you think of coding. It's not the HTML writing, well, I'll just kind of no pictures. So with Scratch and Scratch Junior, it's all about pictures. They're essentially, I'll put an image on the screen, but let me see if I get a good one here that basically it has a start, and you can't see it because of the light. So you get the start, and then you got a puzzle piece that goes to the next function, and then another puzzle piece that goes to the next function, and the puzzle piece that ends. So you're basically putting puzzle pieces together.
Yeah, so breaks down coding into a very set of key steps and
more like a drag and drop.
Yeah, more like a drag and drop. And really focuses on the kids seeing something on a screen, doing something. They drop a handful, not very many, a handful of commands into a string that has to be connected the right way. So they get to learn some of those things. Press a button and watch something occur on the screen.
So it's great for logic.
Yes, that's part of the deal is you can teach logic. And there's a number of books out there and tools that we're associated to teaching kids how to make games and such, in all honesty, because that's what kids do.
So that's what we're going to be doing. So that's probably going to be a Saturday video. We don't know how soon, either this coming up Saturday or for sure by August we'll be having a Saturday video.
So,
and if she doesn't enjoy it, then we'll take it down. So it's because it's not just for us here on the channel. It's more for her enjoyment. So if she doesn't like it, we'll no longer have that going, but we'll see where it goes. And
if we decide to take it down, we'll also give you some resources associated to Girls Got Code and some other things.
Yeah. So talk a little about that.
Okay, so there's all sorts of programs out there to get kids into coding at almost any age.
Yep.
So Hour of Code comes to mind, some other things. But in this case, in particular, Girls Got Code is a organization, and it's a movement essentially, to get girls interested in coding and to help work into that STEM environment and get more of them involved with that. And it's actually a really good program. There's chapters literally all over the place.
And it's what age range did it look like?
Looking at it, it looks like it's older kids. So I'm going to say middle school teenage folks. And for us, we're trying to kind of push that down a little bit because why not start earlier? And imagination is a wonderful thing. Tap it early.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, so the articles we talked about today are down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on us, and the bell notification, so once we get a new video up, you'll be notified.
Thank you, folks. Enjoy.
Happy trails.